What's happening, guys? What's happening? Welcome. So tonight we're gonna go over market forecast and trade recap. If you guys had took or follow any of the trades that I sent earlier this week, you guys should be profitable or make some type of money. If you guys did any of those trades, just drop it in the comments. Let me know as well. Very grateful that I'm able to help people make money. I have a Discord as well. So in my Discord, we do live trading every single day. So I'm going to jump right into it, guys. Not trying to waste a lot of time tonight. So let me go ahead and share my screen. And then what I'm going to do is right here, we actually have my Discord up. So with that, it will show you as far as what we have going on in our Discord. So these are stuff that we have going in our Discord. I post all the trades, of course, in the Discord, but we have private chat. This is our live call out group. And in Profit Flex today, we did Snow and we did Meta puts. Both of them was profitable. As you could see, people making money, posting their profits. So really great thing going on in the chat itself. But let's go away from that and let's hit on what's going to happen tomorrow, what's going on tomorrow. Guys, if you like the information that I'm giving you, please go ahead and all I'm asking for is just drop a like and drop a comment. All right, let me know what you like about the content and if there's anything you would like to see as well, if there's anything you would like for me to go over as well. So with that said, tomorrow, guys, we have important news as far as unemployment. Every Thursday you have unemployment. Okay, so you want to make sure that you look out for unemployment every Thursday at 8:30, and that will shift the market. Now we have more news on top of that. We have core retail sales and we have retail sales. So the red folders are always gonna impact the market itself, and then you have Philly Fed Manufacturing Index. Apart from that, we have some other news coming in. Those are FOMC, but these are not major. Again, if you see Fed Powell, then you want to make sure that you kind of easy and wait to see what's going on there, right? But apart from that, we have natural gas at 10 o'clock, some more Fed speaking, and not really much going on today. You have a couple of stuff going on, but you want to pay attention. Now tomorrow morning you're gonna see a shift in the market before market open, so it kind of give you an idea what you need to do. Okay, the good thing is this is happening before market open. Now when market open, you might see a gap up or a gap down depending on what unemployment come in at. Right now the market is looking like it wants to bounce back up. We have that drop down. Some of these stocks need to drop lower, but for the most part, I see a lot of reversal at the end of the day. Today we did Snow, and once Snow broke this level right here, once Snow broke the day, this is a daily chart. If you guys don't know, or you're new to TradingView, or you're new to trading, this is a daily chart. You could look up here, you'll see the day, snowflake, right? And then with that, we took this trade based on a reversal to the downside. So my target was this yellow line right here, and the yellow line was down there. Sorry, let me do this, get this going. So my target on the day was down at the bottom of here, followed by this right here, followed by the wick. Okay, but I told everybody those are going to be the two targets, right? We hit the first target, which is right here, and we got out of the trade before it actually hit right here. Okay, so I'm a big believer in taking profit regardless of wherever I see where we could potentially hit. I'm always a big believer in taking profit, because the simple fact that with options is a lot different from futures or forex. If we're doing futures or forex, all right, cool, we could do different things. We already know the type of money or the amount of money you're gonna lose. But because it's options trading, your options, your contracts are gonna decay over time, right? They're losing value over time, so the pullbacks is gonna kill you. So today once it broke the day, we jump in on puts. So we jump in on this 15-minute candle. Now, I don't normally trade before the 15-minute, okay? But because we see that break of the candle and we already popped up, we jump right into the puts once it break the day low. And then we have this inside bar right here, and then followed by the break, okay? So the break of this candle, on the break of this candle, we were profitable on this candle, but coming down to right here, we were profitable, and almost everybody sold right here, okay? Almost everybody sold right here. Now, we sold for about over 20% on these. I mean, fact check me if you want. Just go back to my YouTube video, because I post all my YouTube videos. But right here, we got over 20%, I believe, but then it continued to drop down later on. But if you notice, when we sold down here, it pulled back, okay? And this pullback that happened right here is what will kill your contracts. Now, it did come down to target, and by hit it in target, I mean, the contracts went to 100%. My son sold his at what, 10%? He was up 20%. He sold his at 10%. But when you looked at the contracts, they did over 100%, right? That's patience, yes. But at the end of the day, this could have popped up and kept going because of the reversal, okay? So with options, you got to make sure that you're taking profit. If you have a lot of contracts, then I say scale out of your contracts. Sell 50%, then sell then another 25 and hold on to runners or whatnot. But you want to make sure that you're taking profit so you could build confidence. It's not about, oh, it hit my target. Whoop-de-doo, it hit my target. But what if you don't make any money, or now you're at break even because it took a while to hit the target? So I'm not in that. I'm all about taking profit. The next one that we did was Meta, and we traded Meta as well. I've been talking about Meta, guys. I did that on Sunday Signal. As far as on the weekly, I told you guys on the weekly last week, we did a reversal, a 2-2 reversal to the downside. So with that, I said that we're gonna come down once we break this candle right here. I said the first target was gonna be right here at this wick right here, right? Followed by the $700. All this right here, all of this right here is a rejection zone. And that's right at 700, right? 699 and change, which is, it hit perfectly, right? Hit perfectly and bounced back up. So that's a psych level. That 700 is a psych level, okay? And I already said, for all the people that felt like they missed out on Meta, right? All the people that feel like they missed out on Meta when Meta ran all the way up to 750, when Meta dropped back down to 700, you're going to expect that to bounce back up, because there's a lot of people waiting to buy at 700 because it's a psych level, okay? And they're just investors. They're looking at it long term. They're not looking at it like a day trade standpoint. So there's a lot of retail traders that are going to go in and just buy it up at 700, right? So that's why you see the bounce here, and we almost close this gap, if not close the gap. So that first gap is kind of closed. Now we have a lot of gaps to close to the downside, but I don't believe we're going to close those gaps right now. Okay, I don't believe we're going to come down to those gaps. Again, something crazy have to happen for we to drop all the way down there. Now, do we need to go all the way down? Yeah, I think we do. We need to close those gaps. But Meta is a thing, just like you're seeing with Palantir right now. Palantir have gaps to the downside, but Palantir just keep running. And it could be a situation where those stocks keep running until they get so big that they split, and it never come down to close those gaps, until when it's split, the price will drop. And when it drop, it will reflect as if it closes those gaps. Okay. So those are the two trades that we took today. As far as we took two puts, both of them were great trades. Both of them did over 100% if you had held the contract, right? But we took over 20% on both trades. Now for tomorrow, there's a lot of good things that I see that happening for tomorrow. But the simple thing is, we have news in the morning, okay? And the news can go both ways. The news can go both ways. Now, I did talk about Shopify, right? I did talk about Shopify, and I did say Shopify, I'm bullish on Shopify, right? Bullish long term on Shopify. Shopify already broke the 3 month, to the upside. So with that, Shopify, a couple levels. For one, if you look left, we're gonna have this right here, right? Psych level 120. Okay, we're at 120, basically 64 cents. Then we have that next level. Now this level right here at 129, we can expect to hit that 129, and this is not financial advice, by the way, but we can expect to go up to that area within the next 2 months, 2 months and 14 days. At least that's the next target for the 3 month candle. Okay. As far as the weekly, we already broke to the upside. Last week I said, listen, we're breaking up. We already broke the 3 month high and the monthly high, I believe. Yeah, we already broke the monthly high. So I told you guys that I was bullish. So anything coming down, this fake out right here coming down, I wasn't buying that. Okay, we already know that we need to go back up. So now we're breaking to the upside like I talk about, and we're bullish on Shopify. So with unemployment coming out tomorrow, the news coming out tomorrow, retail sales at that, with those numbers coming out tomorrow, if those numbers are good, you can see a situation where Shopify gap up a good couple dollars. Whether it's $4 or $5, you might see that, and you might just see it. I'm really looking for a pullback. What I would love to see tomorrow, the numbers come out good. I'm looking for a pullback, at least to come back down and test the 50% retracement line, or probably like, bounce off this level right at yesterday's high. So bounce off this level, because we got a couple resistance levels right here. Let me draw this line. If you notice, we have a couple areas right there. Put that red, put that a little bit thicker. So right in this area, we have 1, 2, 3. There's 3 times we reject off that line. Okay. So resistance always becomes support. Okay. So I want to see something to where tomorrow we kind of come down and then find support level right here, and then reverse and break this line. Once we break the high, then we're going back up to the upside. Okay. We can chop for a while until we go up. Okay. So that's on snow. I'm looking also at Tesla. I got a couple. I don't want to give too much. Okay, I don't want to give too much, because if I give too much, then I don't have none for my group tomorrow. But there's always plays. Okay, guys, there's always plays. So Tesla is another one that I talked about to the upside, as far as Sunday signal. And Tesla right now, again, I wasn't buying the drop down. I wasn't buying the breakdown. Okay. So what we are seeing right now is very good, are very lovely as far as setup. We did gap up right here. So there's a gap that needs to be filled. Okay. There's a gap right here that we gap up on the day, but it's Tesla. Okay. There's gaps everywhere. It's Tesla. I don't know if that's good or bad that I'm saying that, but either way, with Tesla, we break back above the 200. So again, the perfect setup for this would be for us to come down tomorrow morning, test the 200 and bounce off the 200 and then break right here. If we don't break right here and we gap up, guys, we're going to go, the first level is going to be 225.58. That's our first level that we're looking at, because we came down and we bounced right off of VWAP. We didn't touch it exactly on the weekly, but once we bounced off of VWAP, we came down and closed the gap on the week. We had gapped up on the week, the new week. We came down, we closed that gap. So that's great. Now we're pushing back to the upside. Our first target is going to be that week high right here. Then we're going to have some levels that we have to come about, right? But it's Tesla. So I'm looking for Tesla to probably push. It can push, guys, to 350. It can push to 350 by next week. Okay. It will be a good push, But if you look at it, we have earnings coming up next week. Okay. Earnings is next week. So with that in mind, we can push all the way back up to this zone right here to the top. Now, we're going to have some sell zones right in this area right here. So we're going to have sell zones, and that's the 350 area right there. I had it at 357, but that's 347. That's where you're going to start seeing some sell zones right there. Now, of course, if you look left, you're going to have a couple areas to hit along the way. So those areas right there, you're going to hit those areas along the way. But in a sense, it might touch it and then reject it for a little bit on a 15-minute, then consolidate for a little bit, and then continue to go. Okay. Now, I'm not expecting this to do a straight line up tomorrow or Friday. Can it do it? Again, it's Tesla. Okay. It's Tesla. So, with that said, guys, that's it. That's I'm gonna give you for tonight. I got a couple more, but I'm gonna save those for my live call outs tomorrow. These should be great plays that you could look into for tomorrow. As far as to the upside, you have what I said shop, right? Shop, snow, and you know what? I'm generous. I'm gonna throw in a third one. I'm generous. I'm gonna throw in a third one. So for this one, you have, yeah, I'm gonna throw in a third one. Here we go. I'm gonna throw in a third one. We have IWM, and with IWM, we have a nice reversal candle on IWM. Okay. So again, if we gap up, these are candles right now. If we gap up, I am not looking at this at all. Okay. I am not looking at this at all. I was looking at it, right before they close. I normally look at candles, or I normally look at the charts. And when I saw the chart, I'm like, man, this looked like a good reverse, good thing to buy or swing. But I didn't see the chart. I just saw the price, and I didn't notice that it dropped to 17 and bounced back up. Okay, so we went close to the 200 to test the 200 and bounce back up. Okay, now it took, if you notice, we were below the 200 for a while. So now we were below the 200, right? Came above the 200. We reject the 200 right here. Came right here, mess around on the 200 for a little bit. We close above, come up, and now we come back down. It didn't touch it, but it's kind of like retesting the 200 to bounce back up. So now that we have a nice reversal candle, right? For this to be bullish, we have to break above, which I think we're going to break above tomorrow, right? And then we should push. Now, the only thing is this. We did break to the downside on the weekly, but, okay, we did break on the upside on the monthly. So the bigger time frame is telling you, hey, we're bullish. The bigger time frame. The smaller time frame is saying, hey, you know what? I'm consolidating within the month, and then I'm looking for a higher push. So with that, the target on the monthly for IWM is right up at this line at 330. Okay, that's the target for IWM. Right now, if you notice, if you look left, there's a lot of resistance that was right in this area. So that's why you see the rejection to come back down. But once we retest this area, break above this line, then we're going to push to the new high of 230. So that's going to be the area 230 right there. So with that, guys, that's it for me tonight. I'm not giving no more. I think I was generous tonight, guys. If you like the content that I'm giving, please go ahead, drop a comment, drop a like. Let me know if you find this valuable. Until then, guys, if you want to go ahead and join my Discord, it's in the description. I'm going to leave it in the description as far as my Discord. I give a lot of valuable information in there, and we also do live call outs in there, and I trade live. So we trade live every day in our Discord. So with that said, guys, hope you have an amazing Thursday. Be safe when you trade in. Make sure you do your due diligence, and make sure you're doing your proper risk reward. Until then, y'all have a good night.